Well, joining us from Colombo now is Brigadier Udaya Nanayakara. He's the spokesman for the Sri Lankan military. Thank you very much for joining us, sir. We can see the pictures. We see dead bodies and the carnage from what we assume and presume is an airstrike. And according to the Tamils, it's an airstrike from you. The eyewitness, Dr. Thurairaja Varatharaja, working at the hospital, says you shelled it yesterday and twice today, killing all those people and injuring so many more. We're very interested in hearing your version of events.
These are all exaggerated stories. This Dr. Varatharaja is just giving statement even from the beginning of this operation, of humanitarian operation of rescuing these civilians being kept under the clutches of the LTTE. There is no shelling taking place. We have never shelled this place. And it happened inside the area where the LTT having their activities. They must take the full responsibility if the people have got killed or injured, and we have not conducted any shelling in that area.
So let's be clear, you are denying that any attack took place whatsoever?
No attack has taken place in that area.
Brigadier Nanayakara, you know, we've danced around this for a long time. The Tamil Tigers give their version of events, you give yours. Why don't you make it easier for all of us, including our viewers? Let us in as journalists to cover the story and see for ourselves, and then we can have an accurate picture. It won't just be claim and counterclaim.
Even today, over 30 journalists, or majority foreign journalists, including the BBC, they visited this Putumathuran area, up to Putumathuran they visited. So nobody can say that there is any restriction on journalists for visiting this location.
Mr. Nanayakara, that's quite laughable because it's very difficult to get into the conflict zone. We've tried and other agencies have tried. Can you guarantee us, you say there's no restrictions, can you guarantee us that you will give us complete access to the war zone?
For war zone, it's not possible to go because we can't assure the safety of any of the journalists.
Brigadier Nanayakara, we can look after ourselves. We have correspondents in Gaza, in Afghanistan, in Iraq. Can you let us in to cover the story?
Yes, but then this is a small piece of land, about 5 kilometers stretch. The fighting is taking place in that area where we are rescuing innocent civilians from that area. So it's not possible for journalists to go there and be in between these two parties.
So once again, you're saying that it's your word versus the Tigers. Why should we not believe the Tamil Tigers?
There's no possibility of people to go there. Let us finish this off and rescue these people. We all concentrate into...
Let me turn that question around then. Why should we believe you and not the Tamils?
Well, whether you believe it or not, what we are saying is what is happening in real. This is what we are saying. You believe it or not, who believe it or not, it won't make any matter to us.
I'll tell you why, because we look at your track record and it's not very good. Amnesty International's report on your country talks of enforced disappearances of Tamils, arbitrary detention of Tamil civilians, including women. You routinely arrest Sri Lankan journalists who would dare question your version of events in the war zone. The Presidential Secretariat finally admitted last week to using heavy weapons on civilian areas after denying it for years. So when looking at all of that, it's very difficult to just take your word at face value. We want to go in and see for ourselves.
All these journalists who came, they went and saw what is happening. It's a small area. Even aircraft cannot fly without being seen by them. And so we have proved ourselves. We are doing it to rescue the civilians. That will continue. Whether you make any report, whether any other organization make any report, our main concern is to rescue these civilians, and we are going ahead with that.
Brigadier Udaya Nanayakara, Sri Lankan military spokesman, thank you very much for speaking to us. Now let's hear from the other side. Let's hear from the Tamil Tigers. Joining us now from Mullaitivu is Thilipan Parthipan. He's a spokesman for the LTTE's Coordination Centre. Thank you very much for joining us. You would have heard Brigadier Udaya Nanayakara speaking to us. First of all, your response to him. He says these pictures and this reports of a strike is just blatant Tamil propaganda.
No, that's not true. Actually, what happened is a real thing. Today at 9 a.m. they shelled the hospital first time and killed 27 people in that incident. And the second time around 10:30, they again shelled the hospital again, and 41 people got killed. Altogether, 67 people got killed, and one doctor is also got killed in that incident. And 87 people got injured. And the special thing is, recently, 2 days back, the hospital authorities gave the GPS location of this hospital, and they asked give this to the Sri Lankan government and the military people, and they assured that they already gave that GPS location to the Sri Lankan military and the government people. Even afterwards, only they attacked the hospital 3 times, and today only they attacked twice.
So once again, let's be clear from your side. You are saying for a fact that you believe and that you have evidence that this was in the safe zone?
Yeah, it's in it's a makeshift hospital turned. It used to be a hospital, school, and afterwards it's turned to a hospital because they don't have any hospitals or anything in our area. So they use the school buildings as a hospital, and it's a makeshift hospital.
I was asking Brigadier Nanayakara, sorry to interrupt you, I was asking Brigadier Nanayakara why we should believe him or believe the Sri Lankan government and not the Tamil Tigers. I'm going to ask you the same question. Why should we believe you? Because your track record is not good either. You recruit child soldiers. You've conducted more suicide bombings than any other group in the world. You assassinate politicians. Why should we believe you?
Actually, those are the false propagandas made by the Sri Lankan government. We've been fighting for the freedom of our people, for their future, happy future. And not only that, the particular incident, the hospital attack being given by the hospital authorities, so you have more credibility from them because they are general public and they are servants of the government of Sri Lanka. They don't give the information to you, so you can trust people at least.
The government rejected your call for a truce earlier in the week. Did you call for a truce because you've run out of firepower? The battle's coming to an end and you know that you're losing?
No, not really, because we call for a because the people are suffering a lot. Every single people got killed. Today also 224 people got killed by the Sri Lankan military, airlock shell attacks and cluster bombs, gunboat attacks and everything. So every day our people, hundreds of us killed. So that's why we called for a truce, and we wanted to settle this in the negotiation table. And even the superpowers like America, EU, India and other countries and UN organizations called for us to settle this in a peace negotiation. But Sri Lankan government, they will do genocide. That's why they are rejecting our all calls and the superpowers calls too. So they're doing this on purpose, not only by killing our people, they've been killing our people by using food and medicine as weapons. They haven't sent food ships for last 3 weeks. Recently, a couple back, they sent 30 metric tons of food. That's only enough for just a day.
Okay, Mr. Pathipan, we have run out of time now. I'm glad that we got to hear both sides from the divide in the war zone. Tilipan Pathipan from Mullaitiva over the phone. Thank you very much for that.